Hello friends, we are going to see English lesson number 1, class 8, the best Christmas present in the world. We'll see the question answers. Question number 1 from page number 10, textbook page number 10. What did the author find in a junk shop? The author found a roll-top desk for sale in a junk shop. It was made of oak wood, but it was in a very bad condition. Question number 2. What did he find in a secret drawer? Who do you think had put it in there? Answer. In the secret drawer of the desk, the author found a small tin box. It had a letter in it. I think the owner of the roll-top desk might have put it there. Page number 14, question number 1. Who had written the letter, to whom and when? Answer. Jim Macpherson, a captain in the British Army, had written that letter dated December 26, 1914 to his wife Connie. Question number 2. Why was the letter written? What was the wonderful thing that had happened? Answer. The letter described a wonderful event. The two armies, the British and the German, fighting against each other, celebrated Christmas together. Question number 3. What jobs did Hans Wolff and Jim Macpherson have when they were not soldiers? Answer. Before joining the army, Hans Wolff played the cello in the orchestra and Jim Macpherson was a school teacher. Question number 4. Question number 4. Had Hans Wolff ever been to Dorset? Why did he say he knew it? Answer. No, Hans Wolff had never been to Dorset. He had only read about Dorset in Thomas Hardy's novel, Far from the Madding Crowd. Question number 5. Do you think Jim Macpherson came back from the war? How do you know this? Answer. No, Jim Macpherson never came back home from the war. Perhaps, therefore, his wife Connie had preserved his letters. Page number 15, question number 1. Why did the author go to Bridport? Answer. The author went to Bridport to meet Mrs. Jim Macpherson and deliver to her Jim's letter. Question number 2. How old was Mrs. Macpherson now? Where was she? Answer. Mrs. Macpherson was 101 years old. She was in Burlington House nursing home. Page number 16, question number 1. Who did Connie Macpherson think her visitor was? Answer. Connie thought that the visitor was her own husband, Jim Macpherson. Question number 2. Which sentence in the text shows that the visitor did not try to hide his identity? Answer to this question is the sentence which shows that the visitor did not try to hide his identity is, I explained about the desk, about how I had found it, but I don't think she was listening. From this sentence, we understand that although the author tries his best to explain how he found the letter in the old roll-top desk. Mrs. Macpherson didn't pay attention to his words. Rather, she stroked the letter tenderly with her fingertips. Page number 16, question number 1. For how long do you think Connie had kept Jim's letter? Give reasons for your answer. We can write this answer in two ways. First is, Connie had kept Jim's last letter till January 25, 1915. The letter was dated December 26, 1914. The other way we can write the answer is, Connie kept Jim's letter for a long period of time. We understand this from the fact that she told the narrator how she used to read the letter every day and could feel Jim's presence around her always. Next, why do you think the desk had been sold and when? Answer, the desk must have been sold when Connie's house had burnt. The table had been damaged by fire as well as water. Question number 3. Why do Jim and Hans think that games or sports are good ways of resolving conflicts? Do you agree? Answer, both Jim and Hans were soldiers. Both were warm-hearted. They had seen the sufferings of war. So it was natural for them to hate war. They favored a peaceful solution to settle disputes. Games or sports, they said, were good ways of resolving conflicts. I also quite agree with them. Question number 4. Do you think the soldiers of the two armies are like each other or different from each other? Find evidence from the story to support your answer. Answer, yes, I think that the soldiers of the two armies are like each other. All human beings are alike in many ways. They love peace and hate war. They wished that the war would end soon and they could go and meet their family. Examples from the story are, then they were calling out to us from across no man's land, Happy Christmas, Tommy, Happy Christmas, when we had got. Question number 5. Mention the various ways in which British and the German soldiers became friends and find things in common at Christmas. Answer to this question is, the British and the German soldiers belonged to different camps. They were enemies in wartime, but after all, they were human beings, and therefore they had similar feelings. They shared the festive spirit of the Christmas. They got over hatred and played games. Both hated war. Both were anxious to go back to their families at the end of the war. Question number 6. What is Connie's Christmas present? Why is it the best Christmas present in the world? Answer, Connie thought that Jim had come back home from the war. She mistook the author for Jim. She had been waiting for her husband Jim, so the coming home of Jim was the best Christmas present in the world for her. Question number 7. Do you think the title of the story is suitable for it? Can you think of any other title or titles? Answer. In my opinion, the title of the story is very apt and suits it perfectly. The festive spirit of Christmas prevails throughout the story. It clearly mentions how the troops longed for peace and wanted to go back home and meet their families. They shared a wonderful moment together by sharing food and drinks, by playing football, and by talking to each other. However, when the narrator goes to visit Connie along with the letter written by her husband, Jim McPherson, she presumes the author to be her husband and thanks him for gifting her the best Christmas present ever. Some suitable titles could be A. The Best Christmas Gift, B. War and Peace, C. When a Christmas Wish Comes True. Thank you friends for the grammar part. We'll continue in part 2. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.